We all play important roles in the awareness of students. It is critical to understand that each of us can be the eyes and ears that spot students in need, whether it be in the hallways, classroom, lunchroom, office, playground, at extracurricular activities, on the bus, or anywhere on school grounds. Building relationships is something we do every day. This presentation serves to call each of us to be diligent and purposeful in recognizing the little things that might be an indication that a student is struggling. Consider taking the time to dig a little deeper when a student shares something or you overhear something that could indicate a concern. Suicide can be an impulsive decision, but often it builds. It's important to remember that the triggering moment is not the key to address. Life will happen, but the relationships built in all the moments leading up to it are what we can focus on. What do we know about suicide? According to national data, it was the 10th leading cause of death for all ages in 2013. The third leading cause of death among persons aged 10 to 14, and there were over 41,000 suicides that year in the United States. That's 113 each day, one every 13 minutes. Although females are more likely to have these thoughts, males are about 4 times more likely to die by suicide. Individuals who take their own life often test positive for alcohol and other drugs like antidepressants, opiates, prescription pain medications, or heroin. More young people die from suicide than from cancer, heart disease, AIDS, birth defects, stroke, pneumonia, influenza, and chronic lung disease combined. Each day, there are an average of 4,800 attempts made by young people. 4 out of 5 of teens who attempt suicide have given clear warning signs. Suicide results in the death of approximately 4,600 young people each year. In Kansas, it is the second leading cause of death for young people ages 10 to 24. Every 5.98 days, a young person is lost to the silent epidemic of suicide. 19% of our high school students reported that they had considered suicide. 12.5% of high school students reported having made a plan about how they would attempt suicide. Nearly 11% of 10th grade students reported having made a suicide attempt. We cannot assume that we know what is happening within a person. Often we see the tip of the iceberg, while so much more is happening beneath the surface.